Hi, I'm Rebecca from Ingvid. Do you want to be able to speak and write in a more dynamic way in English? Do you want to be able to enjoy literature, movies, and television in English? Well, the key to all of that is to expand your vocabulary. Now, of course, you know that, and I'm sure you've been trying to do that. And I'm going to show you one way to do it, and it's by focusing on a particular theme. And the theme of this lesson is movement. So I'm going to show you and introduce you to 8 different words that are connected with movement, moving in different ways. So if I were to ask you what vocabulary you know that is related to people moving, what would you say? Think for a second. Maybe you can think that what do? People walk, people run. But do you know a lot of other words around that? Well, I think in a few minutes you will know, okay? So let's look at some of this vocabulary, which will make it more interesting for you to express what's happening around you, okay? Let's get started. So, the first word is crawled. The baby crawled along the floor. So what does it mean to crawl? To crawl means to move on your hands and knees, like a baby does before it learns how to walk. The baby crawled along the floor. Okay? Good. Next one. The young child toddled into the kitchen. What does it mean to toddle? Like this. You know, when children have just learned how to walk, they can't sort of walk too straight, so they move like this. So this movement is called toddling. And in fact, a child who is about, I think up to about 1.5 years or so, is called a toddler, okay? Because it toddles. He or she toddles. So the young child toddled into the kitchen. Next. The old man shuffled along. So to shuffle means to move without moving or lifting your feet very much. So think of an old man with a walker walking along the corridor, and he's not really able to move his feet very much or very high. So he's shuffling along, okay? The old man shuffled along. Good. Next one. The injured player limped off the football field. So he's injured, he's hurt his leg, he can't walk properly, so he limped off the football field. So you limp when you have hurt some part of your body, one of your legs or your feet or something like that, and you can't walk properly, then you're limping. Okay? So now you've learned 4 words already. Crawled on your hands and knees, toddled like a young child, shuffled like an old man, and limped like somebody who is injured. Okay? Next, the nervous father paced back and forth. You know, sometimes when you're scared or nervous or afraid of something, you can't sit still. You feel very restless, so you walk back and forth. That's what it means to pace, to move in a nervous way. All right, that's pacing. Then we have the next one. The young couple strolled in the park. Okay, so they're holding hands. It's a beautiful day, and they're walking along, and they're strolling in the park. They're walking in a very relaxed, happy way, very calm way. They are strolling. Okay, the young couple strolled in the park. All right. Next one. The businessman hurried to the airport. Okay? He hurried. To hurry means to walk or move fast. The next one, and the last one that we have here today, is the teenager tiptoed into the house. Okay? To tiptoe means to walk quietly on your toes, because maybe the teenager didn't want his parents to know that he was coming home that late. So he tiptoed into the house. All right? So that means to like walk on your toes, to be very quiet. So you also learned these last 4. To pace means to walk nervously. To stroll means to walk slowly in a relaxed way. To hurry, of course, means to rush. And to tiptoe means to walk on your toes in a very quiet way. So now we're going to check how well you've expanded your vocabulary with these 8 new words. So let's start. So now we're going to express the words in the present tense, okay? You choose the words. Help me along here. So what's the word if I want to say that somebody's moving fast? To move fast, like the business person, is to hurry, right? Very good. To move on your hands and knees. The word starts with C. What's the word? To crawl. Okay, good. To move quietly. What's the word? Like the teenager? To tiptoe, right? To walk on your toes, literally. To tiptoe. What does it mean? What is the word that means to move nervously, back and forth? You're waiting for some important news and you're moving back and forth. It means to move back and forth is to pace. Very good. All right. To move with difficulty because you're hurt or due to an injury, like a player, we said, a football player. The word is to limp, okay? He limped along, right? Okay, all right. To move in a relaxed way, like a young couple. To stroll, okay? Very good. To move without lifting your feet very much. We gave the example of an older person who's walking along, not moving his feet very much. And that word is to shuffle, okay? He shuffled along. And the last word refers to a young child who's moving a little bit like this, a little bit unsteadily. To move unsteadily means to toddle, okay? Repeat the words after me. Hurry, crawl, tiptoe, pace, limp, stroll, shuffle, and toddle. All right? You have just expanded your vocabulary by 8 words that all relate to the theme of movement. You can do the same thing by choosing any theme and trying to find some vocabulary with a dictionary or a thesaurus, which gives you a lot of synonyms, words that mean the same thing. But of course, you must know what the exact meanings are, just as I've explained to you here. So if you can do that, you'll find a very interesting way to expand your vocabulary. If you'd like to practice this, please go to our website, www.ingvid.com. And there you can do a quiz on this, as well as watch one of over, I think, about 600 or 700 other videos. Okay? Thanks very much for watching and good luck with your English.